I hate the term crack your back. It's align the spine. See how much nicer that sounds? Oh, hey, didn't see you there. I'm Dr. Mitch Healey with Arizona Pain Relief, and this segment is called Head of the Table. We're gonna be answering all kinds of questions about the care that we provide, chiropractic, any topic that you have. Wow, what does a chiropractor do? It's endless. There's nothing we can't take care of. No, I'm kidding. Chiropractic is a system of adjusting the segments of the spinal column to correct subluxation. So that's the very basis of what chiropractic does. But by adjusting the spine, we're stimulating the nervous system. So we can take care of muscle spasms, organ dysfunction. I treat a lot of young babies to help with constipation and colic. There's really nothing we can't do. If you have neck pain, back pain, headaches, that's our bread and butter. But really, any dysfunction of the nervous system, we can take a look. Why would someone go to a chiropractor? Another great question. Most people think you have to be in pain to go to a chiropractor, and that is absolutely not true. It is a lot of what we see. Patients come in when they're hurting, or if they have a thing. Every time I tell somebody I'm a chiropractor, I have this thing. Okay, if you have a thing, go see your chiropractor, have them check it out. But go for wellness, go for maintenance. You don't have to be hurting. This is your spine. And I've always said you'd take a lot better care of your spine if it was on your face. So think about your spine and how much care it needs, right? Your brain, your spinal cord, it controls every system in your body. You should take better care of it. How long does a chiropractic adjustment last? That's a great question. It's different with every patient, and it depends on your level of activity. If you get adjusted in the morning and then you go for a hike and go for a run and work out at the gym and then sit at a desk for a few hours, that adjustment may have slid back. It also depends on the degree of spinal motion. If your spine is tight and fixated and the muscles are spasming around it, when we adjust, those muscles may not take that adjustment and they may want to pull things back out of place, and you need that follow-up. Once you get onto maintenance care, an adjustment could last a week, 2 weeks, sometimes even longer. I have some maintenance patients that only come in once a month, and that's enough to keep them working and functioning well. What happens during a chiropractic adjustment? What is the popping? What is the cracking? So many people ask me about this, and I explain it to all of my new patients because I hate the term crack your back. It's align the spine. See how much nicer that sounds? The cracking noise is called cavitation. And what it is air that develops inside the joint space. And that air gets trapped when the spine isn't working properly. So when we adjust and we align and we open up that joint space, that air bubble pops and is allowed to escape. And we breathe it off with respiration. When the joint is not functioning properly, that built up gas continues to grow and grow and grow and build in that segment. That's what causes that tension. So many patients say, well, if I could just get this to pop, it would feel better, right? That's that gas building in that space. And when we adjust, that's that popping noise. But don't let the popping be the definition of an adjustment. A lot of joints we align and we set into place without a pop. It just means they didn't develop that gas. When should you start seeing a chiropractor, or what age is appropriate for chiropractic? Let me tell you, I adjusted my son at 3 hours old, and he's been adjusted weekly ever since, and as long as I'm here, he will be adjusted weekly. I make sure to keep him aligned and functioning properly because it's important to me, it's important to him, and it's his growth, it's his development, and I want to make sure that's on point. It's never too early to start. This is your spine, again. Brain, spinal cord, central nervous system. It is the most important system in your body, and it's never too early to start making sure that it's functioning properly. You don't have to have pain to come and see a chiro. And then the oldest patient I've adjusted was 98 years old. She was in a car accident, T-boned, flew across the back seat of the car, and I adjusted her a lot differently than I adjusted the 3-hour-old, but there's a style for everybody, and everybody with a spine should be adjusted. How often you should get adjusted is between you and your chiropractor, okay? This is a tough question. I get it all the time. When I start somebody initially on a treatment plan, depending on the level of spasm, the level of misalignment, and the degree of their pain, I may see them 3 to 4 to 5 times a week. Once things start moving and getting better, we start cutting it down. Once into maintenance care, I suggest once every 2 weeks. I'd never go longer than that. It's just too important to keep proper alignment. Myself, I get adjusted weekly, always have, always will. Since I found chiropractic, it's been a big part of my life, and I make sure that I'm aligned and moving properly. Does chiropractic adjusting hurt? I get this one a lot. I think it's because of how I look. I am 6'3", 275 pounds, and yes, I could hurt most people. Is that my goal? Absolutely not. I never want somebody to get off my table in more pain than when they laid down. This is Arizona Pain Relief. We want you feeling better. So I only use the lowest amount of force necessary to move the vertebra. I try to keep it easy. I take what the body's willing to give me. I don't force it. I think most of the chiropractors at APR would agree with me that we never want our patients leaving in more pain than when they came in. So we all have the common goal of getting people moving, getting people working, and having them feel better. That being said, the first couple of visits can leave you sore because the muscles have to adapt to what we're doing. We're moving things that haven't moved in years sometimes. And your body's not going to always respond to that positively. Like going to the gym the first time. You're generally sore for the first week after that first day at the gym. So your body has to get used to what we're doing, but we always hope that we're replacing pinching, stabbing, electric pain with dull, achy soreness. That's the step of progression. So again, I'm Dr. Mitch Healey. I'm part of Arizona Pain Relief, and this has been a segment called Head of the Table. We hope to do this a lot more often, so keep your questions coming in, put them down in the comments section, like and subscribe so that you keep up with all our questions. I hope that you've learned something today, and God bless.